Bro Talk 1000. You already know what to do. Please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get it happen. Cut the damn music. Cut the music. Cut the music. Let's jump right into it. No, let's not jump right into it. First of all, I want to start off by thanking my subscribers. Thank you for rocking with the channel. I appreciate it. I love to have interactive discourse with my subscribers. You know, I try to reach as many comments as I can, and I try to interact as much as possible. So thank you for stopping by. Hey, if we have a difference of opinion, I won't block you. You know what I mean? You don't get blocked for not picking the same person to win as me. I'm not petty. You know, I love all the comments, all the love and all the hate. So thank everybody for stopping by and tuning in. But let's jump right into it. Now, I'm going to say some things that ain't going to sit well with a lot of people, because you know how I do. I'm not politically correct all the time. You know, I don't have any friends in the boxing world or the boxing industry. I just call it how it is, or at least I call it how I see it. With that being said, by a show of hands, because I'm looking, I can see y'all. By a show of hands, who thinks that Danny Garcia is actually going to win this fight? Let me see. Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3. Nobody believes that Danny Garcia actually has a chance. Now, you might be a Spence hater and just be rooting for Danny. That's fine. But you know Danny Garcia is not going to win this fight. All right? Danny Garcia's career, as you can see right there on the screen, his career has been an illusion. Well, what do you mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. You have been conned, fooled, hoodwinked, bamboozled into believing that Danny Garcia is actually a great fighter, a good fighter, or even a great fighter. You guys have been duped by YouTubers. You guys have been duped by media. He's a top name at the welterweight. So anytime we say, oh, you know, the top welterweights, you put Danny Garcia in the mix. But if I want to give Danny any credit at all, I'll consider him to be the bottom of the top. How's that sound? He's the bottom of the top of the welterweight division. Nobody expected him when he finally fought Keith Thurman. Nobody expected Danny Garcia to win that. When he finally fought Sean Porter, nobody expected him to win that fight. Danny Garcia is the worst champion at welterweight. The worst top. Well, he's not even a champion anymore, contender. You know, and we all knew that, man. Like, I don't know why people feel the need to lie to themselves. You know, I don't know, bro. I don't know. So anyway, at best, Danny Garcia was good at 140 pounds, but he has since proven that he is not so great at 147. And with that being said, man, you know, when I think about that, I'm like, you know, you think about Broner, you think about Danny Garcia, Amir Khan, Lamont, Peterson. These guys they've been great at 140, but it hasn't manifested itself at 147 for some reason. The way Floyd Mayweather has, and the way like Tim Bradley has. These dudes just for some reason didn't transcend the way they thought they would at 147 pounds for some reason. Even Crawford. I mean, Crawford is a great fighter, but he still hasn't fought any of the top welterweights for us to gauge yet. You know what I'm saying? So to gauge him at 147 pounds, but we're gonna find out today. We're gonna find out tomorrow, I should say, when he fights Kell Brook. But anyway, yeah, and Lamont, Peterson, these guys, man, I don't know what it is about them, but from going from 140 to 147, they just seem to not have it. But anyway, back on topic. So if I have to give Danny Garcia credit for anything, it would be for the Amir Khan fight and the Lucas Matisse fight, both at 140 pounds. Amir Khan, at that time when Danny Garcia fought him, yes, Amir Khan was considered a dangerous fighter, and not dangerous because he'll hurt you, but dangerous because his hand speed, he's lightning fast, and he can outpoint you to a decision if you're not careful, you know. And Lucas Matisse at 140, they were bad. Matisse was a bad man. I got to give him all credit. I didn't think he was going to beat Lucas Matisse, bro. And he beat the shit out of Lucas Matisse. So all credit to Danny Garcia for that. But that was at 140, and that was a while back. And since then, you know, he tried Mauricio Herrera as a kind of like a cherry pick, a little celebration. Oh, we're going to go to Puerto Rico and, you know, we're going to do a little display fight for our fans out there in Puerto Rico. And yeah, that didn't turn out too good for him. He got beat up. He got beat up badly. Almost lost the fight. That was a gift decision. That's when he got the moniker Danny the Gift Garcia. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, he goes and takes a disgusting, despicable fight. Despicable. Somebody in that sanction, in that commission, should have been fired. Should have lost their job for attempted murder, because they put Danny Garcia in the ring with Rod Salka, in which he was knocked out in, was it the first or second round? Did anybody expect? Who was Rod Salka? Who is Rod Salka now? Nobody. Who was Rod Salka then? Yo, bro, that was a despicable fight. And Angel Garcia, his dad, was proud of that. Yeah, why fight a Errol Spence when we could fight a Rod Salka? Ha 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 ha. After that, I was really not a fan of Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really haven't been a fan of Danny Garcia since that. That's making a mockery of the sport, you know, and I don't appreciate that as a true boxing fan. I found that very offensive. But then, right, he goes, okay, I'm going to go ahead and fight Lamont Peterson, another real fighter. And what happens? Lamont Peterson whooped that ass. Yes, I said it, ladies and gentlemen. Lamont Peterson whooped that ass. Didn't have a scratch or scar on him at the end of the fight. Danny Garcia was scarred up, bruised up, looking all crazy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the fight, Lamont Peterson was hopping around, dancing around, sticking his tongue out at him, playing with him. He was playing with Garcia. You know what I'm saying? But once again, Danny the Gift Garcia, bro. The gift that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? So then he goes to pick another cherry right after that, because man, that was a tough fight, bro, against Lamont. We can't risk that again. So who does he pick? You guessed it, ladies and gentlemen. Paulie the Magic Man Malignaggi. And you know why they call Paulie the Magic Man, right? They call Paulie the Magic Man because he fooled you into thinking that he was actually a good professional fighter. He's another one of those guys who came up to 147 and just stunk it up. 147 did not work out for him. If you can't tell, man, if you're not a full-fledged welterweight and start your career off there, bro, the welterweight division ain't for you for some reason, man. Paulie Malignaggi made a career of getting his ass whooped in the welterweight division. Paulie Malignaggi made a career of getting his ass whooped. So that's why they call him the Magic Man. He fooled you, like Penn and Teller. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, then he goes up after that, right? He fights Robert Guerrero. Bum. Then after that, he fights Samuel Vargas. Bum. Then he goes up and he fights who? A real fighter, finally, because now the pressure's getting on. People is looking at Danny like, yo, when you gonna fight somebody, Danny? So us real boxing fans have wasted years of our lives calling Danny Garcia good and calling him great and saying don't underestimate that no-look left hook. You know what I'm saying? Wasted our time for years when he's actually doing absolutely nothing. So like I said, I know this video is not going to sit well with some people, but you got Keith Thurman, he lost to, okay? Finally fought somebody, he lost. Fights Brandon Rios, another bum. Then he loses. He wins that fight by TKO. right? Then he fights Sean Porter, right? Sean Porter, he lost. Nobody was expecting him to win that fight anyway, like I said before. And I think it was Adrian Granados, right? Who's that? You know what I'm saying? He comes back, he fights Adrian Granados. He's so happy. Who's checking for Adrian Granados? Who's Adrian Granados? Nobody, a bum. You know what I'm saying? And he's all on top of the ropes. I'm back! I'm back, man. Sit your ass down, Danny. Sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes ahead and fights who? None other than a great Evan Redcash. Man, listen, bro. I'm not fooled by Danny Garcia's career. The only reason he called out Spence after the Mikey Garcia fight was because, it's getting reckless. Now it's a do or die situation. You can't let these fights go to waste. Everybody knows you ain't gonna win them, but you're still a top contender. So you better take the fights, get the money, and lose. You know what I'm saying? Before you don't get no fights at all. Cause shit, man. Danny Garcia's career has been a whole optical illusion. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, my point of the whole video was this. Errol Spence plus Danny Garcia equals easy work. I don't need to say much about Errol Spence. Y'all know how the dude is hungry. Y'all know how he is. The only questions that we have about this fight is he the same since the car accident, right? Is Errol Spence the same after the car accident? That remains to be seen. You know what I'm saying? But we're not worried about the boxing skills, skill for skill, who's better. You already know. Let's not play this game, you know what I'm saying? Let's just call it what it is, man. And I'm sorry if I'm hurting some of y'all feelings right now. No, I know y'all gonna come in the comment section like, no, Danny's a great fighter. Bro, I just showed you. I just showed you the optical illusion that he been putting on y'all for this whole time, man. You know, Errol Spence ain't ducking nobody. He want everybody. He been calling out Danny Garcia for years. He wants to smoke with everybody. Now that he's a champ, look, this is easy work, and you know it, So, with that being said, the only questions we have is how's Errol Spence going to be? Has he been affected by the layoff and by the car accident? And he seems to be fine. He seems to be in good shape. Seems to be in good spirits. And if he's the same fighter that he was before, then this is going to be easy work. Other than that, there's no question about it. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I got Errol Spence by stoppage. You don't even have to really, but I ain't gonna say stoppage. It'll probably be a 120, like how he did Mikey Garcia. Probably outbox him, stay on the outside, don't take no punches. Danny Garcia is slow. He's flat-footed. You know what I mean? And y'all have been so brainwashed. Y'all even convinced yourselves that so-called no-look left hook, man, that's not even a thing, bro. Like, if you go into a boxing gym, bro, they will never, ever tell you, put your head down, look at your feet, and then, you know what I'm saying, throw an overhand, winging right hand or left hand over the top. Like, what are you doing, bro? Get out of here. I'm not calling him garbage. He's not garbage, but he's not what y'all think he is. He's not what you guys made him out to be. Anyway, I made this video way too long, but appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Bro Talk 1000, and I'm out. Peace.